everyone, we're on location here in Edmonton with Edmonton Quadball. We're going to be seeing one of their local Quidditch tournaments / practices, so come join us.
Yes, and this is all brought to you by StoryHive, funded through TELUS.
Tell us your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jasper Whitby. My pronouns are they, them. And I'm a quadball player. I do a lot of other things in my free time, but this is my main favorite thing in the whole world. Otherwise, I'm working, doing programming, playing instruments, or planning what to do at quadball practice.
I love that. Can you share a bit about the Edmonton Quadball Association?
So Edmonton Quadball Association is the only quadball association in Edmonton. We also run the Alberta competitive team, the recreational Edmonton team, and the youth Edmonton team. And we are an inclusive sports organization in Edmonton, meaning we are trying to make sport accessible and available to anyone who wants to participate in it.
I love that. You sound very busy. For folks who have never played, how would you explain quadball?
Good question. No one's heard of quadball before is usually the answer. So many people are fresh to the sport. It's a chaotic mix of handball, dodgeball, smush a couple other sports in there. There's kind of some aspects of basketball and other sports. And if you stir that in a pot and put something out, it's a brand new sport you've never played before. Completely chaotic. There are 4 balls on the field and lots of fun.
Wow, I'm excited to see this. What led you to coaching?
I wanted to make a recreational quadball team. So most quadball in Canada is competitive quadball, which means it's full contact and it's a little bit of a more intense level. And I saw there was a gap in the just chill recreational level. So Edmonton is the first team in Canada to have that recreational option. And that is kind of what led me to coaching this. I enjoy doing any kind of programming. I work with kids, I work with adults, I like to teach. So that's kind of what brought me here.
What skills do you think players need in order to succeed?
Being able to make mistakes, like I just said, it's a weird sport. It is a combination of many things. So yeah, if you've played handball before, you're going to be good at throwing a ball. You're going to succeed. But if you've never thrown a ball before in your life, which I had not played any ball throwing sports, I played soccer. We will teach you how to do that. So the only skill you need is the ability to listen and be like, oh, okay, I could try that. Like a willingness to try new things. That's the skill you need to play quadball. We'll teach you the rest. Don't even worry.
What would you tell someone who is considering joining the team?
Oh my gosh, please do. We're so much fun. I'm incredibly biased, but yeah, come try it out. Obviously, not all things are for everyone, but we try to do our best to make sure that anyone who comes has a great experience. Like I said, you don't need to know anything. We will teach you how to run if you have never been like a running person. If you're like, oh, I'm klutzy, I don't do sports. Listen, all of us have fallen while running. I have ran into the ground. I didn't even trip. I was just on the ground. I was like, okay. So if you want to join, come show up. You can always come to a practice, try it for free. You can message us on Instagram or Facebook. You can send us an email. You can come to the field and be like, oh, look, quadball. That seems fun. Can I join? And we'll be like, sure.
Why not? How often do you guys practice and have games?
So we do our rec league 8 weeks in the fall, September and October, and then 8 weeks in the spring for May and June, always on Sunday mornings, where we'll practice, do some skills, and then we'll play some games. Our competitive team practices once a month year-round because we're Alberta Clippers, then we're sometimes going to Red Deer for that. And then we have youth on Thursday nights, the same September, October, and May, June. And June is always finished up with our big Soul Snitch tournament on the solstice. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important to have a team like this in Edmonton?
So we are an inclusive sport, and part of that is being gender inclusive. So Alberta is banning a lot of trans people from different sports. We will not do that. We will never do that. And that's been really important. We're seeing a lot of folks finding a safe sport community here in Edmonton, which has been really great. Edmonton has a thriving queer community, and it's important that we make sure that they're included. And then also anyone who's like, I was not good at sports as a kid, or I was told like, oh, you're not good at this, and then you were never coached. So we see a lot of folks here who are traditionally excluded and therefore never learned the skills of how to make a decision on the field. Where should I run? Why should I run there? And so I think that's really important for any Edmontonians who've felt like they aren't sporty or that they weren't allowed to do sports or were discouraged from doing sports. It's been studied that girls drop out of sports at a higher rate than boys. It's been studied that trans folk drop out of sports. It's been studied that having access to resources is what makes you more likely to participate in sports. So we try to make it as cost effective as possible. If you can't afford quadball, we're not going to make you pay for quadball. If you're like, wow, I can't do sports. Yeah, you can. Just like, I mean, sure, we haven't gotten wheelchair quadball yet. It's very expensive to get indoor space, but yeah, that's why it's important for us and for Edmonton to be this like kind of pioneer of really trying to be inclusive for sports.
And then my last question for you is, what is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Oh, this was the only question that I was like, oh gosh, I don't know.
That's everyone.
I don't remember where I heard this, but it was forget the moment, but don't forget the lesson, which I think is kind of like really good on that. Make mistakes, like please do, but don't dwell on that moment where you messed up, but hopefully you learned something from it. So whether that's, you know, dropping your stick while you're playing quad ball or like passing to the other team and they get scored, or just in general, like you're going to make mistakes, you're going to mess up, but like we don't say sorry in quad ball. We say, thanks for grabbing that ball. I missed the pass.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So tell us your name and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Kaylee. My pronouns are she, her. Yeah, I've been playing quad ball since 2014, I believe. I got into the sport because I just met somebody in a queer meetup thing that happened to play, and they found out that I did some sports. I ski raced growing up, and then I was like, wait, this is a real thing in real life. I don't know. It was Quidditch when I started playing, but so I was vaguely familiar with it from the books, but I was never a big Harry Potter fan or anything. But it's this sounds sick to try in real life. And then yeah, I just have stuck around since because the community and everything is so fun. And the sport is just so great with all the chaos and stuff. And yeah, this is really the sport and community that's kept me around here.
I love that. It's definitely probably a great time to kind of unwind, get all your anger out before the week.
No, I don't know about that. I feel it's a really joyous sport, honestly, where it's well, there's so much going on, right? With one ball you're trying to score with, 3 balls that you can throw at people to hit them out of play. What other sport has 4 balls doing things at the same time? Or the flag runner with the tail attached to a person who's trying to get away, is utter chaos. And playing with brooms and stuff, it's great playing a sport that is you can still play it. I do play it competitively. I play with the national team as well.
Wow.
And I've competed a bit internationally, but at the end of the day, it's a sport where you're out here to have fun and see what you can do. And it's a tight knit community where I think we've all kind of grown some friendships from it. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's very, aggressive or anger at all. It's just running around and having a great time with all the chaos and seeing what happens, because yeah, there's fun stuff.
What has been the best part about joining?
So the community has been I think my favorite part. Just it's fun playing in a sport that is so gender inclusive and very progressive, and I think it's so cool. Yeah, when there is room for everybody on the field, that really supports a community around that wants to make space for everybody and invite people in and form some really great bonds that are both on the pitch and off the pitch. So yeah, a couple of my roommates that I now have, I have met through quad ball. So that's really sick. And they're some of my favorite people in my life too. Yeah, it's definitely the people that have been my favorite thing. I do love I love working on skills too, getting better at things, seeing what I can do, trying to do or learning to do stuff I haven't been able to do before. But yeah, really the community has been the core of what's been so awesome and made me so passionate about the sport.
What advice do you have for aspiring players?
I think just go try things. Whether it's just like coming here for like a first practice when like you haven't had like, you know, quad ball experience before or other sport experience, or like trying different positions, trying different roles on the field, trying to like use different tactics. Like, you know, it's in a sport, especially with like so much going on, there's a lot of different ways to approach stuff, and like having that, trying to find the confidence to take actions and do stuff, I think can be really powerful, because, well, gradually by like trying things and making mistakes, you end up eventually doing more and more of like the right things or good things. But also like is something that can really give you confidence when you like start trying things and eventually start seeing them working out, or like things happening well. From that, when you can, when you push yourself to try new things, expand those boundaries, like you become a more and more well-rounded athlete, and that can give you confidence both on the pitch and stuff that you can carry off into, you know, rest of your life too. Because, you know, being able to try things, fail at them, keep on getting encouraged, and then, oh no, I need to watch out. Trying things, keep on getting encouraged, eventually like figuring it out and starting to see successes when you like weren't able to do something before. Like that's a super powerful feeling and is just super fun. That's like where growth comes from, and it's like for me one of the like funnest things about like playing and training.
Why do you think it's important to have a team like this in Edmonton?
So I think that the inclusion that this sport is like really in its foundational principles is really so important. Like from the original rule book, like it was from a few years even before like I started playing and stuff, gender inclusion has been part of the sport's identity, right? For us, like when we have like 7 players out on the field in a full game, you can have a maximum of 4 of the same gender identity on the field at the same time, right? So that carves out space for people of any gender identity to participate, whether it's, you know, like trans people of different identities or whatever. Having like people who are like, trans or non-binary often are marginalized from other sports and like don't have chances to compete, especially considering where like things have been going in our province with regulations like, you know, banning like trans women from participating in women's sports, and you know, non-binary people never even being thought of in a lot of different sports, right? So having a place where you can be yourself and there is space carved out for you to exist and participate is really powerful and awesome. That I know for myself, like being around quadball is, and in the quadball community is one of the things that like helped give me the confidence to like I just saw a shadow and thought I was gonna die. Sorry, what I was saying was for like me personally, being in the quadball community and being in a space that was so inclusive like helped me come out and figure out what, you know, I was and like live a more authentic life to myself, and like that's like, you know, hugely affected my life and been awesome. And I really want other people to have those same opportunities to be able to like be themselves, be authentic, and have spaces to be themselves, while that also like doesn't have to like define them or like be the like, it's just a, I don't know, it's just a facet, like, you know, people being different heights or like different builds or things like that, right? Like it's great when there's a space where you can actually play and just be part of the community and learn and grow just like every other person. So yeah, gender inclusion is super important and powerful and really core to like quadball's identity. So yeah, I think that is really essential to have in our communities, especially when there are so many forces around now that are limiting those opportunities and marginalizing those communities.
And then my last question is, what is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Okay, yeah, so I think some of the best advice I've ever gotten was to just try. I know for myself, like I can get really anxious and nervous. I worry a lot about failure and disappointing other people. But I think there's like failure is necessary for growth and learning. And if you don't try things, you're not going to do much, and you're also not going to have successes, right?
Yeah.
So trying to even when I have that like anxiety or fear, trying to like accept that, but know that I will be okay and
Right.
try things anyways. I think that has been some of the most powerful advice I've gotten. And it's easier said than done. It's obviously like a battle to like hold on to and
Yeah.
try to like capture that feeling or capture that approach. But when you try, good things happen.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for sitting down
Thank you.
with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just start by you telling us your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name's Emma. I use any pronouns. I've been playing quad ball for about 10 years now. I started in my first year at UBC as an undergrad and have been playing for a bunch of different teams since then. I lived in Ontario for a bit and played for some teams there, and now I'm in Edmonton and playing for this team, and it's really great to have a community in all of these places that I've been to because I know some of them already from playing against them.
And so you said you've been playing quad ball for 10 years. How long have you been with the Edmonton Quadball Association?
I moved here like a year and a half ago, so yeah, a year and a half, I think.
If you don't mind me asking, what brought you here?
I grew up in Calgary, so I wanted to be like a little closer to my
Right.
family. But I also like low-key was like, I really like the people on the Edmonton team. It'd be great to hang out with them.
Oh, I love that. What has been the best part since joining the association?
I think I really like how we're like a little like we support each other a lot. So, and we also hang out a lot outside of quad ball. So we have little like arts and crafts nights sometimes, or we'll like go help someone move, or we'll have lots of other social things in addition to the quad ball.
Yeah, it's not just quad ball. There's kind of like, you guys are friends for life.
Yeah.
How has your skills developed since starting versus like now?
Oh, I was before playing quad ball, I mostly did individual sports and like running type things. So I did orienteering, which is a sport where you run in the forest and navigate with a map and compass. And I did some speed skating and a little bit of climbing and stuff. But I hadn't done like a team sport since I was like small and playing soccer. So it was like very interesting to like, I've learned a lot about like the strategy of team sports and a lot of like positioning and things and like what a marked defense is and what a pick is and like things like that. I think I've improved a lot on. Those have been like big learning things for me, and like ball throwing and stuff as well.
Do you have any advice for any aspiring players?
Just come out and try it. It's so fun. It's like a really welcoming group. So even I think like I feel like I was a little intimidated the first time I played. I was like, I've never done this before. Like I don't know really what's gonna happen, but it's so fun.
And then last question I have for you. This doesn't have to do anything with quad ball, but what is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Oh, interesting. Someone gave me a piece of advice one time that was about keeping doors open, and I think that was a really like. It was just like not limiting what I think I can do or what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And I think it was just generally like that. It's always going to be easier to keep doors open than to like limit what you're going to do.
Slam them shut because you never know when you're going to need that door again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Okay, Team Lemon Lime, are you ready? Team Swamp Water, are you ready? Sticks down, ready? Sticks up. Yeah, sorry, Ren, that means go. Watch out, Ren, watch out. Beat Ren. Nice run, Lee. Good goal. My name is Jasper. My pronouns are they, them. Something cool I did was not do lateral movement when I shouldn't have done lateral movement. And I already listed the cool things you all did, which was communication and passing and movement. But yeah, that was really impressive quad ball, and I'm very excited to watch that.
My name is Rin. My pronouns are they, them. This one's kind of a joint one. I really appreciated your communication. It was so much easier to follow along with, being like, do this, and I was like a robot. I was like, yeah, I'll go do it. So that was awesome. And then I really liked the pick that we ended up doing over there too. It was awesome.
My name's Lee. I use they, them pronouns. What are the things again? I'm so sorry. Something cool I did is I faked and then I threw. That was pretty cool. Thank you. And something cool that other people did is I think Rin and Val have both done a really amazing job as people who are new this season. And I think we've had a lot of great coaching from Jasper and Kaylee, both of you.
My name is Val. I use she, her pronouns. I am happy about that time. I jumped over Kaylee's tag without falling on my face.
My name's Emma. I use any pronouns. I had a good hand block on Kaylee in the game at the start. I thought Ethan did a good job beating. Was in my way for sure.
My name is Cam. My pronouns are he, him. I think that Val did an incredible job beating. Like that last drive where I was like, oh, there's two people in front of me. This isn't going to work out. And then suddenly they were both beat in 5 seconds. And it was so easy to be a chaser.
Hello, my name is Kira. My pronouns are she, her. I think that what I did good is that Kaylee and I had a lot of like really good shots on net where Kaylee like passed me and I was able to kind of like pop it in or like almost pop it in. And that felt really good. And then I was going to say, Cam, you did a great job just being a keeper wall over there and just blocking all the hoops. Like every time I got up there, you were just like, I'm here.
And then you still managed to score me like 3 times.
But it was hard. It wasn't easy. And every time I was like, Cam, go get a break. Have some water.
My name's Ethan. I use he, they pronouns. I'm pretty happy with what my little heart stood up today with my poor cardio. And I think what was evident was how good Val's beating was because of how many times I had to run across the field for the beater ball.
Thank you all for coming and for being on film to help promote our sport. I really appreciate you doing that. And also, that was just some really sick quad ball. Okay, back to your brooms. Oh, nice try! That was beautiful! Beat, Kira! Nice beat, Val. Thank you, Val. Nice pass. Yes, nice communication. Beat, Cam. Nice defense, Lee. Beat Lee. Good beat, Ethan. That was good communication, Lee.
Okay, we're on D here. Yeah, I'm on ball. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
All right, I'm helping. Yeah. And I just missed it. Yeah. That was Ethan.
Hello, everyone. We just finished up with the Quadball Association, and wow, everyone is so nice, so sweet. They looked like they were having so much fun on the field. Very inclusive. I think it's just a great space to have.
I love the community that they've set up, and even Emma was talking about how they had moved here because they loved this place so much and the people and stuff and the friendships they created, the community, the way that they're able just to come together every week, and whether it's just the Sunday or the other associations and stuff, and the way that Jasper also coaches the national team, this team, and then a youth team. I think it's a great job and a great thing that they're doing, and I think it's very fun. And if this is something that you guys want to be a part of, or want to reach more into community and into Edmonton, etc., I think this is a great stepping stone for that too.
I honestly could not agree with you more. I think it was a great space. Jasper is doing so much. I don't know how they can manage all of that, but yeah, everyone just had a great attitude. Everyone was just, you could tell that they all wanted to be there. It was such a great space. So yeah, you should check it out.
Hey, it's the Birdabound Besties here.
Do you want to be a guest on our show?
If you have a story that's worth sharing with the community, feel free to scan the QR code at the end of this video to be a guest on our show or one of the other amazing On Location shows that are available within Alberta and BC. So if you want to be a guest, scan the QR code.